Peace, peace, peace. Hope everybody's doing well. Today is October 24th, 2020. Please hit that like button. Please hit that subscribe button. It doesn't cost you a thing. Today's topic will be, it's never what you do, but how you do it. It's never what you do, but how you do it. People love style, not substance. I repeat, people love style, not substance. People love the messenger. They don't love the message, right? Case in point, when you listen to music and you listen to the artists as they ride the track, you're more caught up in first the track, but then you're caught up in how they, the cadence, the tone, the flow, that captivates your auditory canal, your ear. And then the ear sends the message to the drum. And either you go like this, or you just be like, what the hell am I listening to? And the message goes out the window. But when the delivery is on point, when the cadence is on point, when the tone is on point, you be like this. And then you start to pay attention to what's being said, and the lyrics become hypnotic. Look at babies. Babies don't even understand the message that's being said, right? A 4 or 5 month old, you see them in their stroller and they're going like this because they're caught up in the tones. They're caught up in the style. They're not caught up in the message. Well, when we become adults, we do the same thing. Very few of us care about messages. Let's just say that. You care about the messenger. Master Killer from Wu-Tang Clan in 1997, he stated that the dumb is mostly intrigued by the drum. He was talking about the beat, right? Well, I'll just say the average observer is caught up in the drum of the style of the messenger, not the message, the style. So when you have public speakers, great orators, they can lie to you. They can tell you a complete lie. Politicians do it all the time, right? You listen to the cadence, you listen to the harmonics or the tones, the octaves, right? And it does something to you. It puts you under a hypnotic spell, regardless of the message, right? We love messengers, not the message. This is why it's never what you do, but how you do it. What you do is the substance. How you do it is the style. And I got that from Nas. Nas had a song where he said that. It's never what you do. He says there's nothing new under the sun. And he said it's never what you do, but how you do it. He worded it just like that verbatim. And it always stuck with me. And then I took that information and I observed human behavior. I observed my own behavior because everything around me is just really a mirror of self, right? So you learn through others. We're social creatures, which is why in this COVID era, social distancing is so difficult for people. That's why I don't really criticize people when I see them jumping out the window and still gathering in public places, because I get it. You learn through others and you extrapolate from others. Your endorphins are triggered from others, right? So now let's go to language. Language triggers pictograms, pictures in the mind. It triggers emotions and it triggers ideas. So the language of the messenger, not the message, will trigger certain things inside of you. And it will make you, it would resonate certain feelings and ideas and concepts. And it'll make you either acquiesce to the messenger or not. You see this all the time with human behavior. I see it with myself when I listen to music. Yeah, you're caught up in the beat, but how they ride the beat, how they approach the beat, the tone, are they surfboarding it a certain way? Public speakers are the same way. You have certain people who are very powerful when they stand in front of that podium and mic, and it will captivate you. Even if they're lying, the message can be a complete lie. But if their delivery, it's never what you do, but how you do it, is thorough, most people will go for it, right? It's very hard to sift through the messenger and just deal with the message, you know? And again, the example that I gave you earlier was you see youth, babies. We were once babies at one time, and we still have a child inside of us. No matter how old, you can be 70, 80 years old. There's still a child inside of you that's captivated by messages, right? The way I know this is because I'm a psych major and this is all I do. I study human behavior. Why we do it, when we do it, where we do it, the cause and effect of it, right? And how we rationalize backwards rationalization to justify our behavior, right? So, dealing as a parent, let me go to being a parent now. Every child is different. And so you are the student of that child because they teach you how to be a parent. You don't teach them how to be a child, right? So I tell my son all the time, he's 18, you are my teacher because I have to learn how to teach you. How I teach you is different from how I teach others, right? So your style has to be, it has to be able to resonate with that person's learning style, right? So you can, let's say you're a martial arts teacher and you're teaching a whole class. Yeah, you can teach in general, but then sometimes you have to pull each student to the side and give them one-on-one time because everybody in that class don't learn the same. So you got to understand what style resonates with their learning capability. So it's never what you do, but how you do it. I repeat, it's never what you do, but how you do it, if that makes sense, right? So in the world of politics, let me jump back to politics, you have riveting speakers that'll go up there and razzle and dazzle you, promise you this, promise you that, right? And then when they get in office, you see they don't follow up with none of the stuff. And you're like, well, I thought you said you was gonna do that. And nothing comes to fruition after that. Let's go to relationships. You get into a relationship with somebody and they, remember everybody puts their good foot out forward. Dating is, when you're trying to impress somebody, you subconsciously lie, right? Men are opening up all these doors, pulling out all this shit. You're not gonna be doing that 8-9 years down the line. Let's keep it a buck, right? So what happens in the beginning, that presentation, it's never what you do, but how you do it. The how you do it, the presentation, if that person can't keep up that how they did it part and they start reneging on it down the line, it makes the person who believed the presentation feel a form of resentment, if you know what I mean, right? This is the animal, the human. This is what we do subconsciously and consciously. And we rationalize this behavior, especially if you really want something. You're gonna put that good foot forward. Some people call it the representative, some people call it different things, the delegate, the union representative, whatever you wanna call it, right? But this is what we do. So it's never what you do, but how you do it is a very, very powerful thing to understand. And to convey a message to a group of people, how you do it is even more important than what you say, right? Or the message that's coming. You want the message to be there, but let's say your message is full of truth, but how you deliver it is wrong, the whole thing is wrong. The whole thing is wrong. Even if there's truth, there's substance all in there, the style has to be right because everybody grabs a message differently. And if your style is in congruency with how everybody learns, then you're an effective teacher, if that makes sense. So it's never what you do, but how you do it. It's never what you do, but how you do it. To be an effective orator, to be an effective public speaker, whether you lying, telling the truth, it's imperative style. Style over substance, not substance over style. Style over substance, not substance over style. You see this in car dealerships. The minute you walk in, the style of the car salesman or woman, how they the presentation, how they present this car that's a demo car, or a car that got 80,000 or over 100,000 miles on it, will determine whether you buy that car more times or not, right? You might go in there and say, well, I'm not really gonna buy this car, but if their presentation is right, if their style is right, they might trick you into that. We see this in commercials, advertisement. The style of the advertisement is more important than what's actually being sold. Think about what I'm saying. Style over substance, not substance over style. And I'll end there. That's just some food for thought for the day. So, as I always say, let your last endeavor be your best endeavor. I repeat, let your last endeavor be your best endeavor. Salute. Peace.